Good morning, guys. Thank you for watching and following my pathway to the PGA. I'm down here at the Bunker Indoor Golf and Multisport Centre, which is my place of work. I've popped in early to kind of show you a few tips on how to turn a slice into a draw. So let's get started. There's going to be three parts to this kind of video series. The first part, which is today, I'm going to show you how to change club path. Something that is obviously massively important to hitting a draw is changing club path. If you're not hitting the right club path, you're just not going to hit a draw. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a really simple way without any of this kind of technical movement. It's just one simple movement. Let's get going. Now, as you can tell from the title, there's going to be more than one part to this series. The first one today I'm going to speak to you about is changing club path. The next one will be rotation through the ball, and then that will then lead on to things like club face control for my final part. So today we're going to get started on club path. Now, if you're watching this video, it obviously means you're a slicer of the ball or a fader of the golf ball. Now, if you don't already know, I'm going to tell you what it is you do. Your club path, if you slice the ball or fade the ball, is generally over the top, so out to in. We're going to try and change that today. So someone that wants to draw the ball needs to be from the inside. There's a really simple way of changing this, and it's something I discovered a few months back and actually changed my game completely. And it's a technique called the wooden man technique. Now, I use that because there's so many different words for it, you know, the stick man, whatever it is, you know, and it's a really simple kind of technique to get the takeaway absolutely right and put you in the right position. Because the rest of it, as far as I'm concerned, is actually quite simple. And this is the thing you have to get right, otherwise the other two parts of the club path just won't work. So let's start with the takeaway, nice and simple. People that slice the ball will generally feel like they're not rotating enough with shoulders. We're going to change that with one simple motion, okay? Little disclaimer to start with. I'm as of yet not a golf coach, so if it doesn't work for you, you know, I'm only basing on what works for me, and I'm going to try and help you. And if it works for you, fantastic. But if it doesn't and you're being taught something else that you want to listen to, then don't. I'm not going to take any offense to it. I'm just telling you what works for me. So yeah, the takeaway. Now, one thing I wanted to change was how involved my arms were in the golf swing. Now, that may sound funny to you, but they were really heavily involved, almost too involved with the golf swing, and my shoulders didn't really do a lot. So what I've done is just completely reversed it. So what I do now is, as I set up to the golf ball, I get myself set. I haven't changed grip, still the same grip. Okay, and as I set myself now, I just want to feel like that the first thing that moves or rotates is my shoulders, not my arms. Okay, so the first thing that wants to move away is my shoulder, not my arm. So I don't want to feel like my hands are almost dragging it away. I want to feel like my shoulders are taking the rest of me away. All right, and I'm not swaying, I'm just rotating on that point. Okay, that's the feeling you want to have throughout the whole golf swing, is that the shoulders are dictating where your arms go. It's as simple as that. The takeaway is so simple. Okay, so that's all you want to feel from the start of the backswing to the top of the backswing, is that your shoulders have got yourself there, not the other way around. Okay, it's as simple as that. You want to have the feeling that actually your arms and your wrists and your hands do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I'm not saying be really stiff. All right, I'm not. You want to be nice and relaxed, but at the same time, you want to have the feeling that your hands and arms are in the same point throughout the whole part of the swing. You'll probably find they'll get to here, and that's when all of a sudden you'll start with, flexing your wrists and things like that naturally. It's just going to happen, but you want to feel like your hands are doing as minimal as possible. Guarantee you will get into a position where you need to be for the downswing. Okay, so once we've rotated to the top of our backswing, like I say, I'll show you where we are now. Okay, once we've rotated, we're here. Okay, and all of a sudden, just by rotating shoulders, I'm in this position. Okay, so you can see here, I'm in this position. Okay, the next step is really simple, and that is just to feel like you've completely let go of the golf club. Just relax, because there's only one way this golf club is going to go, and that's down. If I feel like I get to the top of the swing, okay, and I just relax, the club's coming down, which will then encourage that in to out club path, because the only way it will then go is on the inside of your line. It cannot possibly go over the top from that position. So we spoke about takeaway, where we had to feel like shoulders are doing all the work. Arms doing nothing, hands doing nothing, wrists doing nothing. As you get to the top of the downswing, just completely relax and feel like you just dropped the club, okay? naturally what will happen then is the club falls to the inside of your path. This elbow, as is commonly taught, comes in, okay, and then we're now going to go on to the next point. Once we're in this position where we've dropped the club, okay, what a lot of people will do if they fade the ball is for a right-handed golfer, their right shoulder is dominant. Okay, now again, what I mean by that is this shoulder will want to come out and actually drag it across, okay, and actually come over the top. That's what creates the over-the-top golf swing, or is a contributing factor to an over-the-top golf swing. I'll show you. Okay, if I come to the top of the swing here, and this shoulder wants to move first out of everything, I'm over the top. Okay, and that's how you get your slice. What you want to do is is actually swap it over. Your left shoulder, for a right-handed golfer, your left shoulder should be the dominant force through impact. Okay, so what I mean by that is, so you've got to the top, we've done everything we want it to be. We want to be as kind of simple as possible. Rotate the shoulders, we've dropped the club. The first thing to move is your left shoulder. Now your left shoulder almost wants to feel like it's pulling you to target, and actually almost pulling you around. You know, it shouldn't be your right shoulder, it should be your left shoulder moving first and actually taking control of how this moves through the ball. Guarantee you, if you do that, I'm here, the first thing that goes is there. I'm now not over the top, I'm on the in, and I can stay on that line. And as I come down, I actually want to feel like my arms are coming back into this position which we started on. Okay, so you almost want to feel like you just swing like this. It will feel like you just swing like this. Almost like a pitch. That's what it will feel like, but like obviously at a full swing. Okay, I guarantee yourself, if you film yourself back doing this, it will change club path. Okay, and we'll talk about controlling club face next. So just a quick recap to finish the video, just in case you've lost all the information I've been blabbing on about. Okay, so first, the takeaway. Making sure arms, hands and wrists are doing as minimal as possible, or they feel like they're doing as minimal as possible, because they will do something. Okay, so just shoulders rotating. Like we said earlier, almost like a putting stroke. You're feeling like you're on a pendulum. Okay, you watch any top golfer, their shoulders are doing so much through the golf swing and almost look like their arms are doing nothing. Tommy Fleetwood is a great one to watch for that. Okay, so once you've got to the top of your backswing, the next thing you want to do to encourage the interarm path is just feel like you've relaxed. From this point onwards, you want to feel like you're not physically having to swing the golf club. You just want to relax and let the body take over and do what it needs to do. And then the final part is the release and actually throw impact. Okay, so once you've dropped it, okay, once you've cut here and you've dropped and you've relaxed, you just want to feel like your left shoulder is then pulling everything back to where you were beforehand and rotating back to where you were. And I guarantee you, your club path will change. Guys, thanks for watching. If it works for you, I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to see some swings and some changes. I'm going to actually show you a few demonstrations of what my swing used to be like compared to what it is now. So as you can see, over the top, only by a couple of meters, but over the top of my club face is open, my arms being more heavily involved than my shoulders. I'm going to show you the opposite now, which is what we've just been talking about with the wooden man technique. I'm going to tell you how I actually rehearse that when I'm playing my swing, because I'm still having to do it, and I'm going to show you the difference. So you'll see here, guys, as my little rehearsal, I do a little takeaway where I just move my shoulders on that pendulum we spoke about. As I take the golf swing, you'll see my leading shoulder is the one driving through the impact. Now that's what you need to do. If you're over the top, it's still that right shoulder taking control. You need it to be the other way. You need that lead shoulder driving through the golf ball instead. Swing path has now gone from 2.4 over the top to 1.4 in. Club face is a little bit closed, so that still needs working on, but I have changed club path just by making sure my shoulders are more dominant in the golf swing than my arms. Proof in the pudding, guys. Go practice it, because it definitely works. So guys, that's my little tip on changing club path. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's valuable to you. If it didn't make any sense and you still got a couple of questions, follow my Instagram and message me on there, or just comment in the comment section below. Please like and share this video, because I really think it will help a lot of people, and it's a really simple way of changing club path rather than going and making drastic swing changes over a long period of time, especially as we get closer to the season. Next one will be coming tomorrow, where we talk about club face and rotation through the ball. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Cheers.